Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, we're discussing what might be the best all-around dive watch on the market, not just the most desirable version of the Blancpain 50 Fathoms, but the best overall in a crowded class that dominates the watch marketplace generally. So what does the best dive watch have to offer? Well, this 50 Fathoms Bathyscaphe in ceramic is tough, beautifully made, enduringly gorgeous, with a timeless style and a fit which is, though large, broadly compatible with many wrists. So ceramic and sapphire is the main material combo, and it's very light. 43.6 millimeters in diameter, it's 14 millimeters thick from lug to lug, 49.7 millimeters, with a 23 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. The strap's still fairly stiff. It's made of sailcloth, so it doesn't give much. But once on my wrist, you can see that it fits quite nicely. I could recommend this watch for a wrist my size or larger. Zoom out a little bit more, and you can see that the fit is even more appropriate. The further you get away and the more on my wrist you can see, the better you realize it fits. So if your wrist is my size or larger, game on. Here's your down the barrel, and then here's your over the top. Okay, the strap, gray, sailcloth. Sailcloth is a durable material, basically indestructible. I've never seen one tear or wear out, and that's in 11 years of doing this. You can see there's a little bit of bolstering to give it volume. It's a gray textile, that's sailcloth material to match the case nicely. We've got a stitch on each side. You can see that it's a folded edge on the bottom. It's a rubber inlay to protect the strap from you and also protect you and your sensitive skin from the strap. Now, a lot of companies will give you a ceramic watch, but some sort of PVD metal buckle because they flat out can't make a durable ceramic pin and buckle. But this is Swatch Group, and their materials science division would impress NASA. So we get both a ceramic pin and a ceramic buckle, and look at even the micro faceting on the end of the pin. The detail runneth over. So this is going to be as durable and scratch resistant as the rest of the watch, which is good because it's the part of the watch, if you will, that sits underneath, and as you move your hand across your keyboard all day, you would scratch up a metal buckle. You won't scratch this one. The Bathyscaphe, as we know it today, launched at Basel World 2013, and the idea was that the 5015, the standard 50 Fathoms, would be sort of the modern watch, and the Bathyscaphe would be the vintage-inspired diver. So the reference 5000 Bathyscaphe got these squared-off lugs, minimal beveling, a no-guard big crown profile, a look that's much more rustic and primitive, an antique dive watch made new, if you will. That said, technically speaking, it can do everything the 5015 and now the 5010 can. 300-meter water resistance, screw-down crown, a 120-click and very refined dive bezel. Let's hear it. It's almost hard to hear because it's so refined. Now, it's not the shotgun ratchet sound of a Doxa sub or a Panerai submersible, nor is it the silky glide of a Cartier Calibre de Cartier, Grand Seiko diver, or Rolex dive watch. It's sort of its own thing, but it's distinct and it's luxurious and it's highly refined. Let's take a look at the watch in the dark. You can see the bezel pearl is nicely loomed. You can read the minute hand against the bezel pearl for an impromptu 0 to 60-minute timer. Also, all three hands loomed. You know if your watch is running as you plunge below the ambient light, and I think every dive watch should have that, even though every dive watch does not. The bezel insert is ceramic for scratch resistance. You can see in the light this fully calibrated dive bezel, a unique feature here that's not present on every dive watch. Not all of them mark every single minute. This bezel does, which makes it a better timing reference. We have blackened applique indices and two different types of index too. We also have hybrid baton syringe hands. The watch has a blue metallic sunburst dial and a couple of different setting modes. Note that the date disc is the same color as the rest of the dial, a feature I appreciate. There is some controversy about the 430 date, and I don't know why that is. Take a look at it again in the dark. Notice how you don't lose an index? That's the advantage of a 430 date or an intermediate date. Now here's hacking seconds. There's also a quick set, so if you wish, you can rapidly set the watch and make corrections if you need to do so. Turning it all over. Caliber 1315. While not new, it's still among the best in its class. 3 barrels, 5 days of power reserve, 6 position adjustment, not the chronometer standard of 5-6, free sprung for shock resistance, anti-magnetic silicone hairspring, 4 hertz beat rate. You've got those 3 barrels, 35 pivot jewels, a large size to fill a big case back, and finishing details that are delectable, even if they are mechanically achieved. So you can see this lovely snailing across the bridges. All of the jewel and screw sinks are internally beveled. The bevels on the edge of the bridges are a mile wide, mirrored and shiny, not obviously filed. You can see we've got solarization on the ratchet wheel, and all screw heads are polished. Really good looking movement, and still at the head of the class as dive watch calibers come. There's not a whole lot that can beat it for precision, durability, power reserve, and aesthetics. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. And remember, if you want a pre-owned watch that you know has never been refinished and which will resist all scratches and scuffs, ceramic is the way to go.